Ethiopia has set itself an ambitious plan called Vision 2025 to be the leading manufacturing hub in Africa. As part of that plan, it has invested millions of dollars into the development of industrial parks throughout the country. With good incentives and a cheap source of labor, the country is attracting foreign investors into the sector. So I've been finding out more about this manufacturing boom. Ethiopia is a country on the move. It is Africa's fastest growing economy, and everywhere you look around the capital, Addis Ababa, something new is being built. Beyond the fast changing skyline, the country is also positioning itself as Africa's manufacturing hub. To achieve that, it is investing billions of dollars in developing industrial parks across the country. Manufacturing is a key driver of economic growth here in Ethiopia, whether it's textiles, paint, or in this case, making shoes. Making products for the domestic and international markets is powering this East African economy. And as you can see behind me, the employment benefits are obvious. With a population of over 100 million, Ethiopia has a massive labor pool to draw from. This has attracted a number of multinational companies to invest in the sector. But one local company, Anbesa shoes, is also capitalizing on this manufacturing boom. So how many shoes do you guys make here a day?
In this factory only we make 4,000 to 5,000 pairs per day.
4,000 to 5,000 pairs a day?
Yeah, the total capacity is, the attainable capacity is 10,000.
Wow.
Pairs per day.
Wow. So you guys are serious, eh?
Yeah, we're serious. We're real serious, yeah.
Anbesa makes most of its shoes for the international market. But for the company to thrive, capturing the market share in Africa is a major priority.
Our market is USA, France, Belgium, and some African countries as well. But the problem is there is no infrastructure between us, between the African countries. There is no trade relationship which is already established. So it's a new beginning only. I'm sure after some times African countries will trade within themselves.
Yeah, so manufacturing is crucial for the Ethiopian economy.
Very crucial, very crucial. It is a life and death thing, because without giving employees for these people, the future will be very dark. So we have to have a lot of manufacturing. We have to have a lot of labor-intensive manufacturing and get opportunity for the people to work.
With an average wage of $26 a month, Ethiopian workers earn the least from the countries in the textile and garment sector. In comparison, workers in Bangladesh and Vietnam earn $95, while the Chinese earn $326.
It's true that the wage rate here is fairly low. That has been partly the attraction, the source of attraction for the foreign direct investment, but that's not the end of the story, right? So there has to be the productivity side as well. So these workers have to match productivity levels of that of Bangladesh or other countries which we have not achieved that productivity levels. And the history of industrial parks show that initially wages are low. And there's some good evidence, empirical evidence on this one. Initially, wage levels are low, but they tend to increase as productivity levels increase and as the turnover rates settle.
Most of Ethiopia's growth over the past decade has been driven by massive government spending, particularly in infrastructure development. To achieve another decade of growth, the state will have to relinquish some control of the economy to encourage greater private sector investment.